Hi, this is Kerry Artak with Wicked Stocks, bringing you your daily Nvidia report for Friday, September 26, 2025. Let's take a look at the charts. We settled above this channel top Monday of this week. That is considered still a long-term buy signal. Despite all the sloppy play we've seen, we've yet to close back below this structure, and as long as that's the case, we are expecting upward continuation. 192.28 is just a minor milestone on the way up. Bottom line, holding above 175.87 does maintain the early stages of a 2 to 3 month buy signal all the way up to 219.64, which is a full swing, if you will, from the January high against the April low. You add that distance back to the January high, and you've got 219.64. These become effective targeting mechanisms when you lack channel structures longer term on the market. So that is what we have, the 219.64, a 2 to 3 month target, still in effect above 175.87. On the way up, and I don't expect to see this today, but we could over the next few days, should over the next few days, see 186.25 as long as we continue closing above 175.87. A 186.25 can contain daily buying pressures, and if settled above, you can see it's isolated here as an up pivot point. If settled above, should set off that sort of follow through, don't look back buy signal, following the long-term buy signal above 175.87, 186.25 if settled above, is sort of the initiation of upward momentum. And you've got, 219 is really at the top of the chart up here, the green line roughly. Yeah, it really is. And so I could see how closing above 186.25, I don't know by the end of October, but by the end of November anyway, we could see that much sooner than later. And that is, so let me continue with this image that if you've yet to go long following the settlement above 175.87, that would be bottom picking on weakness as this market continues to plod along the 175.87 descending 1 month channel top. You can do so following a settlement above 186.25. That is your next buy signal on strength. They tend to be a little bit more reliable in terms of sustaining follow through, but we are still in the midst of a meaningful 2 to 3 month buy signal above 175.87.
If you're finding value in this analysis, it's only a glimpse of what we offer. Your real trading edge starts at wickedstocks.com. Each week, premium members receive 2 high-probability stock picks. Each one comes with a complete trade plan, including exact entry, profit target, stop loss, and regular updates so you can manage the trade with confidence. You'll also get daily video analysis in the top traded markets, the SPY, the Triple Q, and Nvidia, highlighting the key price levels, trends, and trade setups we're focused on. Whether you're day trading or swing trading, these insights help you zero in on the highest quality opportunities with clarity. Try it all free for 5 days. Cancel at any time.
Even if we break 175.87 today, we may only test 172.68. In fact, you can see over here to the far right, we have this as a range. So I don't see at this stage, given the fact how close we are to this 172.68 level, I'm more confident playing the short side through next week with a settlement below 172.68. Yes, closing below 175.87 is a sell signal unto itself, but I would rather wait for 172.68 a little bit lower. I think now you have a double sell signal. That's certainly a more confident go with to the downside, where we could expect 164.11. If we did this today, we could see this by the end of next week. 164.11 likely to contain weekly selling pressures when tested. This may even be bumped up to a 4-star support because I think it may have the ability to contain selling through all of October, and we can round up from there. It is a bit stair-step on the way down right now, but there's really there's not a whole lot of stair-step to the upside, as I mentioned. Holding above 175.87, we maintain a 219.64 2 to 3 month target, and if we can close above 186.25, we could see that inside of 2 months quite easily. I I do want to mention one other thing, and that is the S&P 500. We cover that on a weekly basis, and the SPY, the daily SPY report, which is the ETF version of the S&P 500, we cover every single day, like the daily Nvidia report. I don't know if you've been around with us long enough, but there was a time 3 or 4 years ago we were presenting the daily SPY report on a daily basis for free on YouTube, and then we rolled it into our paid side. It is this 5-year channel top. Significant overhead resistance. We have tested it this week. We've fallen away the last few days. This has the ability to contain buying through the rest of the year. I'm not confident that the S&P 500 will sustain a continued upside, longer term bullish continuation unless we actually close above this structure. Until then, I think we may have actually put out a good high for the year, and possibly through the first quarter of next. We map out all the price points in the daily SPY report. You might want to check it out by going to wickedstocks.com and taking advantage of our 5-day free trial. I will say that closing above that structure over the next week or two will go far in setting off follow-through buying in Nvidia, and I think technically, as far as Nvidia is concerned, that would be a settlement above 186.25. I think I've pretty much said it all. I'm going to leave it at that for Friday's daily Nvidia report. I'll be back Sunday with Monday's Nvidia. You have a great weekend.